Hi there, name's Glenn Fairybush. Nice to meet you. A lot of photographers use tripods because they're weak. They're weak-minded and weak in the body because they don't train the monkey strength program, and they eat ketchup with hot dogs and rice for dinner most days because they're divorced. They bought too much camera gear. Wife couldn't even get a sandwich. Today we talk a little tripod life. I have one to review from Asia. And we just talk a little principle. How far away does it need to be? Should Sony have patented this thing that somebody just ripped off and improved and made cheaper? Let's talk.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So my good buddies over at Pergear asked me if I wanted to review this tripod. Initially I said no, because I've seen this thing. It's the thing that comes with the ZV-1, the little grip. It's basically a knockoff of that. And I was like, I don't know. But I was thinking, when I vlog on the little Huawei, I'm using this thing for the GoPro, and it's not quite there. It's not very strong. And whenever I extend it out, this little cheap thing is too heavy, this thing. And eventually, as I'm walking, it's perfectly stable now. Well, usually it starts shrinking down. Then I don't have the reach I thought I was going to have. So I was thinking this thing, which I'm going to review today, a little bit, my version of a review, I thought this could be a good replacement for this. Solid. You don't get much reach, but here's the debate before we review this thing. People do 24, we'll test it, we'll go outside. They do these 24mm vlogs handheld. You can't even see that. And you look dumb as shit. But if you get a long tripod, extend it way out there, that 24mm becomes quite pleasing, I must say. Better looking than a 14mm right here would look. You're all stretched out on the 14. So potential exists in these long things, but this is pocketable. I can put this on my phone in a jacket pocket. This thing's sticking out a little bit. It might catch on something. I could die one day because of it. But that's the ultimate sacrifice. You could get a better look, but it's too clunky to bring. So you go with something like this, then it's good enough. You get a super wide lens, boom, we're vlogging. Just like we all are together. That's what you do, that's what I do. Now I've got to be honest with you, this thing is capable of things I don't really need. I don't care, it's a Bluetooth thing, so we got a little connector. I'll show you what it does. It's not something I would use, but if this is your thing, it works with Sony and Canon cameras. You can zoom, you can start recording. You have a custom function button, which doesn't seem to work. And there you have that. We'll demonstrate it. Ironically, the camera system that needs this thing the most is the Penny Boy. Imagine you could just single autofocus, press record, fantastic. But it works with Canon and Sony, which have the best autofocus systems. That would have been great. Run the low. I'll leave. The thing that might be cool, you put a long range lens on here and you can take a photo of yourself, a professional photo from a distance. We'll test that. My initial impressions of this thing, you got to picture the Sony version in Canada, $179. This one, $129. So you're saving a good percent there. I definitely know the percent. It feels solid. It's like all metal. It's a little heavy for what it is. I was expecting it to be lighter, so I'm a little devastated trying to carry this thing. It's 195 grams without that piece. You can remove that. I was all excited. This is the lightest thing I've ever felt in my life. I saved no weight. It basically, it bends up like that and down. So you can angle it out and have it moving. Don't you dare eye detect me right now, Sony. I swear to God. It also has a quick flip. You press that, hold it, and it locks in. Does it lock sideways? Yeah, it does. So if you were thinking of getting this Sony grip, I think this is just as good for cheaper. So get that. Links are down below, of course. Let's go outside and see the difference between this shorty grip and a longer one. Can we take photos from a distance? How far does it reach? Will I die of radiation poisoning from the Bluetooth? Let's go. It's a little chilly. It's minus 15, which proves that Celsius is the superior way to measure. Water freezes at 0. What does water freeze in your world at? 32? How does that make sense, nerds? So let's first demonstrate a little point. We're on the Tamron 17 to 28, at 17 right now. Almost fully extended. Not quite, but somewhat comfortable. Now let me show you something. Here's a 24mm shot. And there we are. It's pretty dignified if you're out there. Out there is the key term here. So next to me is a wide-angle moron who lives in his mother's shed that was originally built for a dog. A sick dog. And he has no aspirations. His biggest goal for the day is to make a sandwich that doesn't taste like peanut butter and ass. Did he succeed? Who looks better? So are you seeing my point? Now we're at 28 mils. You get some dignity in your vlog, whereas a super wide angle, really close, much more convenient. With this grip, you could fit it in your pocket. Wow, but you will look like a homeless scrub. Let's just admit that. So let's switch to the grip. We'll go from dignity to interesting times. This action here, the tilt, you have to tighten it with an Allen key. There's no like knob or anything. So right now it's on the resistance that a smartphone would need. And this is much heavier. Oh, this is gonna go well. Okay, a thumb rests on the lens. Wow, this is good. I love this product. By the way, I started recording with the handle. How convenient was that? Very. So this is about the reach you're gonna get if you're holding it by the grip. It's like parallel to the lens because it folded in on itself because I'm a moron and didn't tighten it. But the fun thing is you could have such dramatic scenes in your film as this. Sarah, I told you to put the car in the garage. Is it doing it? Oh, we're zooming for dramatic fashion. It's not unzooming. There it is. So if you need this. Now one issue I'm having is the custom one button doesn't work. For me at least. My custom one is designed to change the picture profiles. You can't hear the ambulance. Don't pretend you can. It's a good neighborhood. It's a good, safe. I feel safe. So you can't do that. Maybe if I switched it, but like who cares about any of this stuff? This is good for taking pictures of yourself from a distance. You and your couple. My girlfriend, I've thought, like, how am I going to take a picture? You can only do it like at this length with this wide-ass lens that we're both distorted. How? Funny thing is, this is the grip that comes with the Sony ZV-1. That 32mm lens. What's that? A free mosquito netting. Hey. Like, it ain't long enough. So, just in my opinion, if you're vlogging, these little grips, the benefits, I prefer to extend it out there. But for the phone, honestly, I'm going to use it for my phone. That's my new thing. The little GoPro cheap plastic one, it's not strong enough. It's a little heavy, but it's doable. There's probably better grips because I'm not going to use the... They say it can work with the Huawei, but this little Bluetooth thing is the old USB design. I don't even know what it's called anymore, but it's not the USB-C. So it works in the Sony. I'm surprised Sony even has that port, but we do. I can't believe how cold it is. So I'm going to put the Zeiss lens on here, take a portrait of myself, an epic portrait, and then we'll see if this thing has use after all. It worked. A little dark. I can't believe how cold and windy it is. So that's cool. You can take pictures from pretty far away. It has use. It has use. So I'm gonna leave. Thanks for watching and buying the thing down below. I have radiation poisoning from the Bluetooth. I have to take a bath. I'm gonna leave. Subscribe for more videos.